Is Arash there? Is Arash? Where is our man? Arash, talk me off the ledge here. I'm just, you guys, you baseball people are getting me. I'm one leg. I'm one big thigh, a half a slacka, and my other leg is dangling on this bus for baseball. But stop celebrating if you just make the semifinals. Can we have like some sort of law? Even better, a law that you can't celebrate if you're just making the semifinals of something.
Why? What's wrong? What's the problem? Why is everyone mad at everything? They just beat the Yankees in the Bronx. Let them go have some fun. They don't play again until Sunday.
I don't care. Yeah, go rent a room, a back room at a billiards hall, or go do whatever you want at the go to the brass rail. Go wherever you need to go, but you cannot celebrate going. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the crazy one.
I like it. I think after 162 games, you've earned the right to celebrate. Maybe not if you get through the wild card round, but I think it's just great content. It's great TV, and just you really get to see who some of the hooligans are. That's some of these guys, they like to get after it.
Well, definitely pouring it on the ground. Well, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And look, all like over everything, like everything these days, everything's branded, right? Like it's beer sponsor, it's a champagne sponsor. They even have goggle sponsors now.
There's got to be something that maybe next year the Sports Kitchen can sponsor the plastic lining that's around the lockers or something. We can supply the garbage bags. All right.
Speaking of the Sports Cage on location, I was chatting. Was it yesterday? The day before, with the head coach of our beloved national flag football outfit. And Paul LaPolice informed me they're going to be in Southern California in December for a little tete-a-tete with a few teams. So, Sharky, Barney, Arash,
schedule's clear. It's clear.
Yeah.
Ready. Packed. Ready. Bags at the door.
Toothbrush and a passport, Sharky. That's all you're going to need.
That's all I need. Pick the rest up there.
Is hitchhiking still illegal? And what states is it illegal in? Because that might be the only way that Sharky and I are getting there.
No, we can take the Chevy. We'll be good.
That's a long drive. I ain't driving to no way, Jose. Okay, speaking of the Blue Jays, let's get back on track here. Vladimir Guerrero. Speaking of the celebration, he was feeling it in the celly last night.
I'm trying to figure out the right way to explain this. This dude had 9 hits in 4 games, which in itself is crazy. Batting almost 600 in the series. But of the 9 hits, 3 are home runs. 3 of your 9 hits are going yard. 1's a grand slam against a team that from the time you were a child, you were basically told to have dislike for, to have disdain for. And then you end up with the Blue Jays in the same division, where you came out and said there is no way I would ever play for them or play there. And then you go there and knock them out. And afterwards, you think this meant something to Vlad Colson? Do you have the video queued up of Vlad in the locker room with Big Papi last night? Do we have that?
This was good.
Yeah. 1 second. Yankees he says he's coming.
Yankees lose or whatever it is.
This is good. Yankee lose. Yankee lose. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Hey, let's do it again. The Yankees lose. The Yankees lose. Yankees lose. Let's go, baby.
But you don't take it for
Jeter and A-Rod.
Jeter and A-Rod right there, right? Like, how gold is that? How real is that? How authentic is that? Good for Vlad, man. I mean, he's earned all of it. The
Yankees are a good ball team, though. I mean, they didn't beat Oakland here. They beat a very good ball team in the New York Yankees. Toronto played extremely well. They deserve all the accolades in the world for that.
And Sharky, honestly, if they didn't kick the ball around in Game 3 with 3 ridiculous errors, they smashed the Yankees.
Yep.
This series wasn't close. Like Addison Barger apparently forgot to catch. Like Isaiah Kiner-Falefa couldn't handle a routine ground ball. Anthony Santander took a ridiculous angle. If not for that, they smashed Yankees pitching. They absolutely destroyed them at every turn. And I don't know about you guys. I thought that was a masterclass of bullpen for a bullpen game. The way they managed the relievers last night, 8 different guys getting the call and doing it. It was pretty wild.
Nice graphic.
Yes. Okay. Now, what do we say about a fellow that could be on this call? Probably is on this call, that tweets out early in Game 3, the decision desk is calling this a wrap. Game 1 ALCS in Toronto, Sunday, October 12th in prime time. The floor is yours if you are in the room.
Sure. So let's just go over what you just read. So the decision desk has declared the series over. It's a wrap. And Game 1 is going to be in Toronto on Sunday, October the 12th. I believe that I will just drop the microphone because I was correct.
I stand behind
all of that is accurate.
Might have been early.
How many people
Man, people are mad out there, huh? Like, I jinxed the Blue Jays. I'm the worst human alive. How dare you? I'm like, whoa, man, look.
I had some thugs show up at my door and say, give us that Madani's number right now. We want his number, where he lives right now. I said, I can't do that, guys. I said, I got to stand up for my buddy here. He might have been having a few lucky loggers. You never know. Might be off his rocker.
529,000 views. 414 replies.
Did you get to them all?
No, but Sharky, that was it was humanity on display in some of those replies, I'll tell you.
You
okay,
talked hang on, Barney. You talked about the Blue Jays bullpen and what they did. Yeah. And in the past, Schneider's been criticized for how he's handled his starters and his bullpen, and yet this time, because they won, we say it's a masterful job. Do we see any changes in some other pitchers being added as they go through to the ALCS?
It's a good question. They don't have to set the roster for another 2-3 days. I'm going to get my days correct here. On Tuesday, both Max Scherzer and Chris Bassett threw simulated games here in Toronto. So the question is, may they be in the mix for the championship series? We'll find out. I have a hard time believing Scherzer will be. There's a chance on Bassett. He's had lower back issues. It flared up during his last start of the regular season. Then they put him on the injured list. It's one thing to get away with having really 3 starting pitchers for a best of 5. I don't know if you can for a best of 7. Like, you can get away with Gausman going deep and Savage going deep, and then they, patched it together after Bieber was yanked after 54 pitches and then go bullpen game. That's fine when you need to win 3 games, but when it's a best of 7 and the rest, that changes the dynamic, Sharky. So I think they're absolutely hoping that Chris Bassett can be ready to go.
Okay.
What about Bichette?
Bo's saying all the right things, Barney. He says he's made tremendous progress the last couple of days, that he's, what else did he say in the locker room after the game? That he's very positive about where things are. He only ran for the first time yesterday. So, do you take a roster spot on a guy who hasn't been in the mix for 5 weeks? I don't think you can. And I think at this point, it's try and ramp him up And he did swing against Scherzer and Bassett the other day in sim games. But sim games and playoff atmospheres are nowhere near the same adrenaline the rest. I think it's try to get him as healthy as he can, because if you get through the CS, whether it's the Tigers or the Mariners, try and have him ready for the World Series. That to me is the play. It's weird. We're talking about the Blue Jays in the World Series. Isn't it wild?
Yeah, it's crazy.
What's the celebration like after you win the semifinal? I can't wait to see that and how crazy that will be, because there's only one more 7-game series left after that. That is me being a bit of a jerk store. Okay, but sorry, as a new Jays fan in the last 5 days, who would we rather play against? Who do we rather play against here?
Detroit. The Mariners have a much better starting pitching staff. Their rotation is very strong. They got some pop in their lineup. You know, Cal Raleigh just casually hit, 61, 62 home runs. Josh Naylor's got, who's actually from Mississauga, he's got a pop in his bat. But it's more that Seattle's pitching is much better. Hey, here's what's interesting, guys. If it's Detroit, 2 hours down the road, London, Ontario, there are as many Tigers fans as there are Blue Jay fans. Yep. In Sarnia, in Windsor, that are border towns, it's as much Tigers as it is Jays. The Tigers and the Jays have never played against one another in the playoffs, ever. It would be a real, there would be a mass exodus out of this town on the way down the 401 towards Detroit, if that's going to be the series. But I think if you're the Jays, you would much rather face the Tigers than you would the Mariners.
What's it like in Toronto right now? Like, how bonkers is it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's rocking. Like, it's
because of the Argo game tomorrow night.
There's real Blue Jays fever. There's real Blue Jays mania. Like they got to the postseason in 2022, and they got to the postseason in 23. This is the closest it's felt like what the Raptors run was like in 19, that just kind of came out of nowhere. It's crazy how it all works out, Sharky. Like 2 weeks ago, the Jays felt like they were doomed, like they were finished.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden you blink and they can do no wrong.
Yeah. We're 4 wins from the World Series. Something else.
Let's go. Yeah, we're 4 wins away from another champagne bath thingamajig with ski goggles and beer, and we'll see what happens. All right, Arash. Hey, who do you? What's your most intriguing CFL game quickly this weekend?
I'll be honest, I haven't even looked at it, Barney.
Perfect. All right, that's our hit with Arash Madani.
I'll tell you what it's not. It's not Ottawa, Montreal. I don't know if there is an intriguing one. Yeah, I guess Winnipeg, Edmonton, just because there's a lot riding on the line for both of them. I also Calgary. Will the Stampeders win another game the rest of the season? That becomes the question too.
Yeah, I think I'm very intrigued to watch that one. All right, we'll catch up after Turkey Day. Let's go, and then we get to recap a bunch of stuff coming up next week. Thanks, Arash.
Thanks, Arash.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Cheers.